Shalom, brothers and sisters. Multiple earthquakes shake Kentucky and Tennessee not far from the New Madrid seismic zone. While last night's earthquakes were relatively inconsequential with no damage reports, authorities are concerned that people aren't properly prepared for when the big earthquake will strike the region. The matter of a larger destructive earthquake in the area is more of a matter of when than if. These earthquakes in Tennessee in particular were within the New Madrid seismic zone. While it and the other two quakes were far from significant, they struck in an area where a significant earthquake will happen again at some point in the future. The New Madrid zone has a violent history that experts say will repeat, although no one is sure when. It's definitely going to repeat in this 7-year cycle. December 16, 1811, so a little history note here. At roughly 2:15 a.m., a powerful 8.1 quake rocked northeast Arkansas in what is now known as the New Madrid seismic zone. The earthquake was felt over much of the eastern United States, shaking people out of bed in places like New York City, Washington, D.C., and Charleston. The ground shook for an unbelievable 1 to 3 minutes in areas hit hard by the quake, like Nashville. Louisville ground movements were so violent near the epicenter that liquefaction of the ground was observed, with dirt and water thrown into the air tens of feet. President James Madison and his wife Dolly felt the quake in the White House, while church bells rang in Boston due to the shaking. During the strong quakes, the skies turned so dark that residents claimed lit lamps didn't help to illuminate the area. They also said the air smelled bad and was hard to breathe. Scientists speculate that the earthquake smog was caused by dust particles rising from the surface, combining with the eruption of warm water molecules in the cold winter air. The result was a steamy, dusty cloud that cloaked the area of the quake. The February earthquake was so intense that boaters on the Mississippi River reported that the flow of the water was reversed for several hours. The area remains seismically active, and scientists believe another strong quake is coming in the future. Unfortunately, science isn't mature enough to tell whether that threat will be in the next week or 50 years within the next 7. Either way, with a population of New Madrid seismic zone now compared to what it was in the 1800s, tens of millions more people are living in an area that will experience a significant shaking. There could be significant loss of life and property when this happens in the future again. Now we know the Lord's going to use the earth as part of the judgment, and we know that judgment is coming up now and in a 7-year cycle. This thing is going to kick off within that 7-year cycle, and it's going to be hectic. Same as all the others that we know are going to kick off. These engines of the earth are switching on, and they're all preparing for the time that they're supposed to do what they do, including Yellowstone and all of the rest of them. This is all preparation for what lies ahead for mankind, for those who have not put their hope in Jesus Christ. God bless. Keep looking up. Shalom.